Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and we're bringing you guys game number 2 in the Scrolls tournament. This is going to be ARN64 versus Francony. We did watch last game, and last game Francony was playing, or actually it was Order versus Order. It was Order. And Francony actually pulled out the victory in the last game. ARN had a nice little mono decay. Actually, no, it was Decay versus Order. Haha, sorry, I'm getting things confused. But anyway, all that aside, I have somebody joining me this time around. This is going to be Linas, or Linus? How do I pronounce that again?
Linas.
Linus, yes, Linus. And would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself before we get started into this?
Well, I'm Linas, my in-game name is Gladonian, and that's about all you should know about me.
And also one other thing to add into that is that you were competing in the tournament as well, and you're also probably a much better Scrolls player than I am, so I feel like we're gonna have a good day today.
Yeah, I have some brilliant results in the tournament ready.
Hey, no spoilers, no spoilers. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start into the game. Yeah, we're gonna let it play to round 2. Actually, we'll stop on round 1 so we can see the opening hands, I guess. As far as the opening hands, Francony, they are playing mono order both sides, so it's gonna be Order versus Order. I don't know. Energy, yes, my bad. Right. See, CulBlu messing up already. Jeez, this is ridiculous. Alright. But mono energy on both sides. Francony's gonna have an opening hand of some cool looking cards. I don't know what they do, but we'll see in a second. Oh, nope, I lied, I can't click on it. Alright, whatever, let it play. Alright, first turn starts. There we go, now I can click. Alright, so Francony, round 1, on his turn, he has a Potency Burst, which you probably won't do much with initially. State Machine, ooh, nice. He also has a Useless Contraption and some Gravelocks. So, do you know what strategy you're seeing so far? Is there like anything?
Well, it looks like Francony is playing mono energy structures, just like a structure-based deck, and ARN is playing mono energy ranged.
Okay. So mono energy structure versus mono energy range. Which one's stronger? Do you know? Is there a specific one, or?
Mono energy structure, cancerous.
Cancerous. Okay. You just get a ton of units from the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's very annoying to deal with.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and let it play to round 1 for ARN's turn. ARN, he has himself a Bombard. Yep, he has a range stuff like he's called. He has a Machinated, which I like. I just like the name of that card. It just sounds cool. Machinated. He also has Oculus Cannon, Power Trip, and Ecomaniac. Or sorry, wow. A Commentators and a Burn. So he's looking for more range units, more control. Just because you have a mono order range, does that mean that you're gonna have like the beefy range units, or do you just want like little units that you pump up? Like how does that work?
You pretty much play a lot of units who have ranged, and then you use a card called Bombard, which allows all your ranged units to attack. And usually all the ranged units have a high attack value, and they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, like this one here. Well, Oculus Cannon is a little bit different. That one's a 4/2/4, but yes, in general, it gets like that.
But it's also affected by the Bombard because it's a range unit.
Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and see how the game continues to go. We'll let it play to round 3 so we can see some action happen. So round 3 at the start of ARN's turn, and then we'll stop. So far we see ourselves sacrifice of resources on both sides, of course, a typical start, but we got a first drop from ARN. He's gonna go ahead and drop himself a Dust Runner, which is a nice unit. I like Dust Runners. I used to run Dust Runners in my Growth Order deck whenever I could, because they're cheap and they're cool. We see a Gravelock getting dropped on the other side from Francony though, so he has some Gravelocks, and you say he has buildings too. The Gravelock he has Pillage though, so I don't know what I forgot. I missed what it did. But Francony's gonna go ahead and play his turn. He has a Spark. He can actually kill the Dust Runner now if he really wants to. It looks like he's gonna opt to not do that. Get a State Machine out instead, just to do a little bit more damage. And we're gonna go for a pause at the start of ARN's turn. So, from what we've seen so far, card-wise and also play-wise, who do you think has the advantage so far, if anybody, or is it too early to tell?
Well, looks like ARN is going to use Dust Runner to try and kill the Gravelock. But since Francony has a State Machine, he will probably just block it, and if ARN doesn't get an answer, his Dust Runner will probably die.
Hmm. I mean, at the very least, he can try to hit a piece of pie for like 1 damage, right? Right? That's a good thing. That's a good idea. That's a horrible idea. But taking a look at the hand for ARN, he has an overdrive, which is interesting. So he has buildings too? Yes?
Yeah. Mainly the Oculus cannon.
Oh, right, that is a structure. See, this is, man. He also has a Blast Automaton, which sounds really cool. What does that even do? It's a Blast Automaton, has 2 armor. It's also a range attack. And when the Automaton deals damage to opponents, combat, chasing units deal. Oh, nice. See, he has Splash. We have a Lobber, we have a Storm Runner, we also have a Burn. So Francony has the more cancerous side. I understand that. So he can just get a ton of units for no reason. But
basically, mono energy structures just stalls out the game, fills the board with structures, and then uses the Salam Giant and the structures to end the game.
And the Golem Giant has 8 damage, I think. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so it can pretty much take out anything, and you just pay energy for it. So you build up to structures which are expensive, and then you just spend all that expensive money that you saved up to. Okay, alright, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Continuing on, we'll jump ourselves to round 5. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we see ARN. He's going to go ahead and opt to punch the pie for 1 damage. Oculus Cannon going to be getting dropped in the back too. So he's going to have himself a nice little setup, nice little defensive setup. And if that Gravelock decides to move to kill the Dust Runner, it will be dead next turn. So that's actually good. That's a pretty good play. Ah, man, we got a Charge Coil. Crap. So Charge Coil comes out. Looks like Francony opts to not attack the Oculus Cannon. Instead, he just attacks with the Gravelock, which will do 1 free damage to the Oculus Cannon. And we got some more stuff coming out. A burn! Oh no! Don't burn this card. Charge Coil is a really cool card. I like that card. And we'll go ahead and stop at the beginning of Francony's turn. Let me know if you're there.
Be round 4?
Round 5. Round 5, start of Francony's turn.
Okay, I'm there.
Right. And once we get there, so we saw a few things happen, namely the Oculus Cannon got dropped in a very nice spot. I'm starting to notice that if you put the Oculus Cannon in the middle row, you can just kind of win the game, so to speak. How true does that sound to like true scroll strategy?
Well, it helps you take control of the middle, and it limits your opponents.
And by limiting your opponents, that means that if you can stall out long enough with your own stuff, then you can just eventually just whittle them down so you just hit everything. Because Oculus Cannon has Pierce, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So that thing can do quite a bit of damage to everything in the row. Also the State Machine, he hasn't summoned anything this turn, or ARN hasn't summoned anything just yet, so State Machine has not been all that useful yet.
Well, it does protect his Gravelock from the Dust Runner.
So yeah, if he can just stall long enough with the State Machine being out there, then yeah, he can just summon a whole bunch of stuff. He has built up resources though. Both sides have a resource count of 4. I think the resource count of 4 for ARN is going to be good initially, but then like you said, Francony is just going to stall out and just get a bunch of buildings anyway. So we'll see how it goes. We will let it play to round 7 or so we can see some more action happen. So we're going to let it play to round 7 at the start of ARN's turn. We see Francony, he does drop himself a Solemn Giant. Solemn Giant going to be there, like you said, just wants to build up to that Solemn Giant. It is in danger of dying. I think a burn and a spark will kill it?
Yes, and ARN. Oh, he just stopped like
Potency Burst
to kill.
Yep, Potency Burst to kill, and he's gonna go ahead and just do some more damage. Not gonna worry about all that. I mean, getting it killed is getting it killed, so I mean, a kill's a kill. That's how I look at it. But we got a Kayonetta getting sacrificed for some more scrolls. Potency Burst gonna kill it. Potency Burst gonna kill the other guy, and State Machine dies, unfortunately. So now we got Franken with a pretty much blank deck. We'll stop at the start of ARN's turn around 7. And okay. So the state of the game, I can't tell what's happening. It looks like nothing has happened this whole entire game. But from your analysis, anything?
Well, both players are trying to ramp up to start playing their late game threats. ARN will soon probably start looking for the Bombard. And Francony needs to try and take control of the middle.
Now, question: if he summons a unit in the middle, does it count as moving into the middle?
No.
Okay, so he could theoretically summon something strong enough to kill everything in the middle? Like maybe a solemn giant?
Yes, he could.
Yeah, but that'll be risky because in a bombard. Okay, alright. I see the risk. I see the risk. Because then technically a bombard can follow and then kill a solemn giant, which is. I'm assuming.
I think right now he's just expecting that his Gravelock survives for a few more turns and potentially even gets to kill the Dust Runner or do some more damage on the Oculus Cannon, so he could just kill it with
the. And once all that goes through, then he'll be in a really good state, correct?
Yes, because I think versus mono energy structures, you should try and put on a lot of pressure.
Okay, good point. Yeah, the more pressure you put on, the less units they can have it at one time. Okay, alright. I am well acknowledged, and I feel like we should jump to round 9. So let's go ahead and jump to round 9 and see what happens. And we're gonna jump to round 9 at the start of Francony's turn. We'll stop, and we'll see how it plays. A cannon automaton getting dropped out, so Aaron, he is ready to blow stuff up. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot himself a nice little piece of pie in the middle. The Gravelock on the top lane, just gonna stand there. Maybe, hopefully he'll hit the Dust Runner, but he actually, oh no, okay, he's gonna go ahead and get a guaranteed kill. He drops himself a nice little Thunder Surge, which I hate that card. I hate that card. It does so much damage versus growth. But anyway, he drops a Thunder Surge, some more cards getting dropped out, and Aaron, he's gonna give himself a Commentators. And he also has 2 power trips.
Francony was unlucky with the Gravelock. Could have killed the Oculus Cannon, but he got unlucky.
Yep. Hold on. I'm almost there. No, not there. Alright, hold on. Okay. So you're on round 10, yes?
I'm at round 9.
Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, so round 9. Oh, right, I see what you're saying, yeah. His Gravelock attacked. Alright. But he has a spark, or he has a charge coil out, which I like charge coils. Charge coils are awesome. But power trip is available, so for AR, for AR and with the power trip, he can actually drop it now. No, he can't. Because he would get 3. He needs to be at 8 before he can actually get it.
Well, he can use it anytime he wants, but if he wants to draw the card, he needs to use that 8 mana.
So possibly one more turn, but I mean, at this point, do you throw away the automaton to get that 8, or do you just wait?
I think you just wait. Like, there's no need to use it right now.
Okay. Also, he doesn't have
drop
many cards.
a Commentators somewhere safe and call it the day.
Okay. Alright, so things have been said. I mean, really, the board is not as technologically advanced as I was kind of hoping it would be, but both sides are threatening pretty much a lot of things. We have the Oculus Cannon, he's mid. Still threatening the middle. Hopefully the spark, or hopefully the charge coil, or even the Gravelock proc will actually kill it, but we don't really know. So we will jump to round 10 at the start of ARN's next turn, and then we'll see what's happened by then. Okay. Alright, so Overdrive gets dropped down. Oh man, Overdrive is gonna like the charge coil attack now. No, oh, I see. Overdrive was used on the charge coil, so when charge coil kills itself faster. Got it.
I don't know if I can agree with Francony burning. Francony burning the cannon automaton, because he could have denied the ramp and just burned the automaton.
Correct. And this is totally calculated. Oh man, wow, he just got himself a nice. Wow, really? That's lucky. So he got himself another power trip. So Aaron didn't. Oh, sorry, you're saying Francony. My bad. I thought you were saying Aaron sacked the power trip. I wasn't paying attention at all. My bad. But yeah, so the Commentators comes out on the board. We see ourselves to charge coil. You said a few things, and I was not paying attention fully. So could I have you repeat that?
Francony could have burned the Commentators instead of the cannon automaton, and I think that would have been better.
Oh, okay, I got you. Correct. And the cannon automaton, is that the one with the armor? Because I can't picture it.
Yes. The big one. The 5/5.
Correct. And that would have been a lot better. Well, I mean, the Commentators has a higher potential to grow bigger, but I mean, with the potency burst on the side of AR, and I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
players at 8 mana now.
Oh, sorry, hold on. I'm at round 10. Let's let it go to round 11. The start of round 11 for ARN's turn. We're gonna see what happens. State Machine gets dropped out, Potency Burst kills the Commentator, and yeah, Overdrive is gonna kill the Charge Coil, and we have Francony with not a lot of buildings out, which is very unfortunate.
Yes.
The first structure does come down, and we're gonna go ahead and pay 3 energy to try to rush out an Automaton, I'm assuming. The Gravlock is gonna be able to punch the State Machine, and we'll see what happens. Blast Automaton should be able to do enough damage. Oh no, we got a Bombard. Oh boy. There's Bombard saved up. Oh my bad, hold on, I kept going, sorry. Round 13, we'll stop at round 13, at the start of Francony's turn.
Peters.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let it play. I'm just gonna pause for a quick second. Stone Enigma, what does that do? All lingering spells are destroyed, increase energy by 1. So that's good versus Decay?
Yes.
Okay.
Some order variants.
Okay. So stopping at round 13 at the start of Francony's turn. We're continuing on to see. We see some useless contraptions go through. The first idol has died officially. And State Machine actually doing some damage right now. So it does hit on top of 2 units. We see the Automaton on the side of ARN about to attack with its 1 whole damage. Gonna do a whole bunch of work on that side. And ooh, what's this? Oh, Hired Smuggler. Okay, free cards. Alright, so we will stop now that we're starting the Francony's turn on round 13. Yeah, a lot of things have happened. I've lost track. So could you go ahead and walk us through what the heck is going on now?
I think Arn is looking for a good bombard currently. He'll probably want to wipe as much of Francony's board as he can, and also get the free structure from the Hired Smuggler.
And once he gets all that, he should be in a good state. He has a lot of really pretty low cards. Yeah, so 1 Bombard will allow everybody to shoot, which would be awesome. Actually, no, not everybody. The Automaton technically won't be able to do anything, but yeah. So he has the Blast Automaton. Blast Automaton's in position to kill the Gravelock. It won't be in position to kill the Automaton. That's unfortunate.
This positioning Arn really sets himself open for a Thunder Surge, which I think Francony might actually use because he just got it.
Okay, hold on. We'll let it go. We're gonna see in a second. Francony sacrifices for Scrolls. He has a burn. He has a Blast Automaton getting played out in the middle of the board. I'm at round 13, and Charge Coil gets dropped out. Finally, another Charge Coil. I like Charge Coils. They're really cool. And here we are. ARN. ARN's gonna go ahead and play the rest of his turn. Cannon Automaton is available, and he has enough to actually drop the Cannon Automaton. He also has enough to just drop the Cannon Automaton. And here's the setup for the Surge, like you were saying before, or the Thunder Surge.
Yes.
So the Blast Automatons can actually get hit pretty darn hard. We're gonna go ahead and let it continue to round 15 at the start of Francony's turn. So round 15 at the start of Francony's turn will stop, and we're gonna let it continue to go. A lot of things are ready to attack on Francony's side, and there's a Thunder Surge getting dropped out. It does kill a lot of things. Blast Automatons do survive, but a lot of valuable units gone. Namely the Oculus Cannon, and we're kind of an awkward state right now.
Looks like a Bombard is gonna go down.
Yep, we'll see in a second. He's playing around with the idea, and there it is. There's a Bombard. That's what we're looking for. So there's 1 Gravelock dead officially. The Cannon Automaton should be able to kill the Eco Automaton, and now we got the Eco Automaton killing the thing. So we got Francony with almost a whiteboard.
Francony's in a pretty sticky situation. Doesn't really have a board build up. Not many structures.
Correct. And with those Blast Automatons, those are really... I mean, 2 armor, 2 whole entire armor.
Yep.
So 2 whole entire armor go on top of his stuff, and also he has a Cannon Automaton, which is hitting for 5 every turn, or every other turn, basically. What are you hoping for if you're Francony at this point?
I don't know what exactly does he have in his deck, but I'd say probably some Overdrive, probably what's the name of the card? Ether Pumps, Yes, ether pumps. To help get the board back. Maybe a sudden eruption if he has it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean his idols are like scattered damage, but I mean eventually they're all gonna die. So you say overdrive will help out a lot, so you can just pump out more automatons, correct? Is that correct?
What?
You said overdrive would be good, so you can actually pump out a few more automatons.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. All right, so we'll let it go to round 17. And we'll see how this game decides to play. Round 17 at the beginning of ARN's turns where we'll stop. Violent, oh wow, nice. Violent Dispersal Ghost out and does kill the cannon automaton. And the state machine gets dropped out again. And we have ourselves a pseudo reset. Not a full reset, but pseudo reset. Potency burst can come out. Nope, Burn goes through instead. So Burn's gonna kill the factory, so unfortunately not a lot of things going for Francony. He's gonna have a little bit of a tough time coming back from this one.
And ARN looks like he's starting to set up for another bombard.
Has a Kayonetta, has the Blast Automaton set up in the middle. They should be able to kill. Unfortunately, Francony, if he had a lightning, it will be beautiful, but he doesn't have one. He has a Metal Wonder instead. Actually drops the Burn on top of the automaton. And there's the Metal Wonder getting tossed right in the middle. Yes, I love that card. And by love that card, I mean I hate to fight against it, but I just like to see it get played. So ARN, we're at the start of his turn on round 16. He is going to drop Alchemist Cannon. He does have the Bombard already, so he's going to drop the Bombard anyway. He actually drops a Machinated. Oh no. Machinated is going to drop through, doing so much damage.
It looks like a power trip sudden eruption turn for Francony to just get back on the board, and I think that will be a full board wipe.
Full board wipe, and we see State Machine. Hold on. Power Trip. Power Trip's coming in. And then the sudden eruption, like you said, he has a double sudden eruption. So that's kind of like, is this taxing? This is not taxing? Why is it not taxing? I feel like sudden eruption should be taxing. Anyway.
Usually spend a high amount of mana on it anyway.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright, so we see ourselves round 17 at the start of ARN's turn. We'll go ahead and pause. Actually, no, we'll keep going. We caught everything as it happened. I mean, both sides have state machines, so I don't really know what to say. So we'll go ahead and let it go to round 19 at the start of ARN's turn. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alright, we got another sudden eruption coming out. This guy with the sudden eruptions just suddenly in a very good position. Drops himself a nice little Solemn Giant. Solemn Giant will be able to actually get pumped up and starts punching down some idols. It will hit one idol for 8 damage, 2 damage off on that idol. It might be a dead idol here very soon, but we see ourselves the
looks like ARN has no answer to the Solemn Giant.
All he can really do is maybe pray for a Bombard and hopefully win the game before they get snatched away. Francony, I mean, I don't know what to say outside of Francony is just ready to just kill everything. He actually burns the cannon automaton, so no hopes of a good Bombard on top of a few different units. The Spark coming through as well. Kills another Oculus Cannon. Francony is taking this game back. He's out of cards, but he's taking his game back.
Yeah.
Alright, and we'll stop at round 19, start of ARN's turn. We will stop for a second. So things to consider when playing order versus order. What are some...
Energy.
Sorry, I keep saying order, my bad. When playing energy versus energy, what are some things to consider?
Well, first of all, ARN has 6 cards in hand, while Francony has only 1, so he's pretty much top decking. Now, Francony is known for his top decks, but if ARN finds his third Bombard, should be able to take the board back, although he has a potency burst to kill the Solemn Giant. But that's his best answer to it.
Correct. And all things considered, like something that maybe I don't pay attention to much. All things considered, if you look at his deck, he's cycling through his deck again, so he has all of his cards pretty much available to him once again. So that means we could see the Ecomaniacs come, or not Ecomaniacs. We could see the Power Trips come out. We could see the double Bombard or something like that come out, and he can pretty much easily take this board back. Is that correct?
Yes.
But
one more thing to mention is Francony is pretty close to winning. One more attack down the 2 Health Idol and 1 more Salam Giant, and he could win this game.
Ah, good point, good point. And if he has a Machinated, which he doesn't, but if he did have a Machinated, he could just flat out win anyway. That plus a Bombard. Alright, so we'll go ahead and let it play to round 21 if it go. Actually, no, we'll play round by round. We'll go round 20 at the start of ARN's turn again. Power Chip comes through. He's going to be able to get himself a free card. He does drop himself a State Machine once again just to block an idol. Question about State Machines. I'll go ahead and pause for a second. Oh, and ARN's turn on round 19. Question about State Machines. I thought of them as a good unit to just block for, but is ARN valuing them more for just doing their damage whenever a unit comes in instead of trying to block that 2 idol spot, or?
Like the... It's good for both things. Basically, it's used as a blocker, but also does damage, and it's really good in some versus some aggressive decks.
Like my growth deck, which is aggro, pretty much aggro. Just mono growth aggro. That's pretty much all it is. Just summon wolf, attack, summon wolf, champion ring, attack, summon wolf, champion ring, attack. that's my strategy. But my strategy aside, it's not relevant in this game. So yeah, the State Machine as a thing to block, I guess, that row and just maybe stay a little bit safe so it can actually get his damage off.
Yes, so he just couldn't one-shot Salam Giant.
Okay. Alright, so we will go ahead and continue to let it play. Round 21 is where we decided to stop. Actually, no, round 20 at the start of ARN's next turn is when we decided to stop. We see ourselves a Potency Burst. It does kill the Solemn Giant, so it does get slayed, like you said. We also have a Tick Bomb, but it does not get used. Instead, we see here, oh man, what does this do? Machine Chant. Machine Chant comes through, just dealing 1 casual damage to the Blast Automaton.
I think he used it here more as a rampant to get more energy.
Oh, okay, so you get more energy, correct. And he's at 12, he has 12 resources. He has a lot of resources. So this is where you want to be as a person with structures, is that correct? Like a person with structures that you want to summon things from.
Yes. I think for what he's looking is right now removal and the Salam Giant. He could just wipe a row and insta-kill an idol.
And he has enough for Violent Disruptal, doesn't he? Does he have enough for both? Solemn Giant and Violent... Not Violent Disrupt, or Dispersal, the other one. The... Violent Dispersion? Is that it?
Well, you need 10 mana for Salam Giant to attack instantly.
Oh, yeah, so he doesn't have enough. Okay. Fair enough. But ARN right now, his hand is sitting pretty nice. He has a Kayonetta, he also has a Spark, he has a Storm Runner, and a Potency Burst. These Potency Bursts have been doing their job. Like, both sides have them. Is that just like a card you have in any energy deck?
Pretty much. It's a new card, and it's almost as a better Violent Dispersal because of how flexible it is.
I mean, it only costs 1, and it can kill with less resources.
And you can pretty much use it at any point of the game, while something like Violent Dispersal you can only use late game.
Yes, correct. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and let ARN finally play his turn. We'll stop at round 21 at the start of ARN's turn once again, for reasons of we don't know when the game's gonna end, so we'll see how this decides to go. He plays himself a Cannon Automaton on ARN's side. Does not have the Bombard he's looking for. So these are not the Bombards you're looking for. Hired Smuggler at top though. It does get hit enough. And it looks like he's just trying to draw as many cards as possible. Meanwhile, Francony, he sacks for resources, has a Potency Burst available. Power Chip coming through. Oh man, so much damage.
Looks like he's gonna kill the idol.
Yep. Potency Burst is available too, so he can drop a Potency Burst just because.
Yeah, and that will hit the idol, kill it as well.
And the idol is gone, and now all he has to do is just find one more idol to kill, but all idols have things in front of them.
Now Arn has to be very careful with his spells, or he could just kill himself, because Francony has the Metal Wonder.
Oh, good point, yes. So things like Spark and things like, things like Spark, Potency Burst, all those things are pretty much dangerous for Arnie right now, is that correct?
Yes.
Huh. This is getting more interesting. So Potency Burst comes through. Never mind, it's not dangerous anymore. Metal Wonder dies. So, and there's damage done to his idol anyway. Alright, so we'll continue on Francony. Francony, we'll see what he does. He has this Commentator going versus the State Machine. So State Machine's gonna die. Spark is also thrown out, and his own State Machine's thrown on top of the board. We also have an Eco Pump, or Ether Pump, which I like Ether Pumps too. I like things that do a lot of damage, or do damage for no reason. Those are cool cards to me. Oh man, another power trip. 2 power trips in a row. Are you kidding me? So 2 power trips in a row. He gets 2 card draws. He can draw up as many spells as he wants. He drops 1 to kill a nice little unit. Drops a burn to kill the other unit. And this is basically a board wipe. He drops himself and a Commentator. And he still has enough to summon more stuff. Like this is ridiculous. State Machine doing enough damage. He draws himself another extra card. Ether Pump's
and now
available.
Aaron has also an option of making his Smuggler attack an idol, so he could draw a structure, or use the Spark and the Smuggler to kill the State Machine.
Correct. He did opt to go for attacking the idol. Sorry, I went a little too far. My bad. I'm on round 23 at the start of Francony's turn. But as far as what happened though, like we saw that play out. I mean, you called it perfectly, because the Smuggler allows him to get an extra card. But 2 power trips in a row, like that's pretty scary. Double power trip. K-Netta got dropped out as well. Everything is ready. Like 1 bombard can probably do it. He has what? Idol with 2. No, he wouldn't be able to do enough damage. No, he needs more damage. Right. Wait, sorry. There's like some breathing in the mic. Or...
Oh, sorry.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and let it play to the start of round 24 on ARN's turn. So we'll see what happens by then. We have ourselves a Charge Coil getting dropped out. We also have a Stone Enigma, probably one of the most useless cards in this game. State Machine does go bye-bye. And ARN sacrifices for resources. He's gonna drop himself another State Machine, because why not just have more State Machines? They're like the greatest thing in the world. And we have a Cannon Automaton getting dropped out too. So a few units getting dropped out for ARN's turn.
Looks like he is preparing for a bombard.
And ooh, we got the machine chant getting thrown out. It does do enough damage. And the bombard, he is preparing for the bombard, like you said, and it actually it's in his hand. He has enough resources to play that plus a potency burst. No, he doesn't. I lied. But he can go ahead and drop himself in bombard, or no, he decides to go for overdrive instead. Ah, he's playing it safe. I see. Because of the wonder, because of the metal wonder, he's playing it very safe. So he's opting to wait 1 additional turn. Will that cost him the game?
I don't think so. Like Francony, besides Salam and Giants, doesn't have a way to kill his idols.
Alright, good point. Alright, so I'm on round 25 at the start of Francony's turn. I actually saw Francony's turn play. So he dropped a Blast Automaton. We will stop at round 26 at the start of Francony's turn then. And we'll see what happens by then. He has a Solemn Giant in his hand, Francony does. He also has a Thunder Surge, which he can't afford because he did spend some units already. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Blast Automaton gets dropped.
Triple bombard for that.
It's a triple bombard? Oh no, okay, sorry. Yeah, oh my god. Oh dear god. How do you... What do you do against that? Like, that's like every turn he can just attack.
Yeah, and Francony's board is pretty much gone.
Yeah, so I think this is pretty much GG at this point. I mean, there's double bombard, all your idols are gonna die. And there's a burn dropped on top of the K-Netta, sure, but still, that's enough damage to kill.
Right now, Francony needs to remove the Ether Pump and attack with his Solomon Giant, so he needs a 4-mana removal for the pump.
And he dropped a burn. He dropped double State Machine. Did he drop double State Machine? What? Oh yeah, he's dropping double State Machine. Right. So he drops double State Machine. He drops a burn. The Charge Coil unfortunately keeps hitting on the wrong thing. It just doesn't have the right focus. But triple bombard. Okay, he gets rid of 1 bombard, and that should be it. Machinators dropped on the board. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean this should be it, but it's close to pretty much being it. And there's 1 bombard getting dropped down. The damage is done. 3 things are attacking.
Oh.
The machines go down. We're gonna continue to let it play. We're gonna call it as it is because there's not much to analyze here. And we got the GGs getting dropped out. Tick bomb coming through. That is gonna be 1 Oculus Cannon dropped. And oh my gosh, it's solo. No, he didn't. Did he just?
Yeah, he just sniped the victory.
He just sniped the victory. Oh my gosh. That is impressive.
Well played by Franco.
That was.
I think Arden should have used his bombard a few turns earlier.
Uh-huh.
Possibly would have had lethal a lot sooner.
Correct.
Now he just delayed way too long. Allowed Francony to get his cards, and Francony sniped the victory.
And what makes it worse to me is like the whole entire game I was like, man, I don't see how Francony can do this. But you said he's known in the community for his top decking, and
yeah.
I mean, he top decked a tick bomb, which he has one of those, I think.
Two.
Okay, two. He has two of those. So he got rid of the building that he wanted to get rid of, which structures. Fortunately, the thing is a structure. The thing, Oculus Cannon. So yeah, if you want things going on in the future, like future mindset, like you just want to you just want to kill him faster. Is that the thing?
Yes.
So just kill faster. You might do well. That was literally a one turn off. That's, oh man, that's depressing. That is depressing. All right, so that's gonna be it for that though. Linus. Sorry, is it? You said it's Linus, right?
Linus.
Linus. I knew it because somebody on YouTube is called Linus, so I keep trying to call you Linus. Linus. That's it for this game. What are your impressions on this game?
Well, as I said, I think if Arn would have gone for the earlier bombards, he would have probably won. But he chose to delay, which gave Francony just chance, and he used it.
And he had just enough to get there too. He has one resource left. Man. Alright. So that's gonna be it for this game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for game 3. I think they play 3 games regardless, because there's a third game for them. They play 3 games regardless, so we're gonna see them play game 3, and we're gonna see how it works out. So do you mind joining me for the next game?
Yeah, I can.
Sweet. Awesome. Alright, so we'll see you guys. We're going to cut out the cast here. We'll see you guys in the next game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, we'll see you guys whenever.